Our next stop here in Boise City takes us to the home of Deb Crabtree. Hi, Deb.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to the program.
Welcome to you.
Well, here in Boise City, you guys have a lot of wind, and I see that here in your backyard, you've kind of been able to cut down that wind with the use of your privacy fence.
Yes, we've enjoyed that a whole lot. We just finished the side of it this summer.
Okay, so it enables you to grow some of these plants in a little more sheltered location.
Yes.
Okay. Well, right here is a plant that we see a lot of, but it seems to be particularly healthy here, and I guess these are pretty common around here and do pretty well.
Yes, the purple lilacs really do well, and they do sucker a lot. I have the whites out front, but the purples seem to do even better than the whites. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so a little bit of suckering, but we don't really mind that too much, I guess.
No, anything that's green.
Okay. Well, you certainly have a lush lawn area, and I'm particularly impressed with some of these evergreens you have over here, and really like this Mahonia. And how long have you had this planted here?
This plant's probably been in about, I would say 14 or 15 years, and it gets a very pretty yellow. The berries are very bright yellow in the early spring, and then in the late fall, the leaves turn a vibrant red. It's really a neat plant to have. Beautiful
fall color. I mean, it's just a great height, and I love the texture with these little holly-like leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And the fruit also, you've got a really good fruit set I can see on these plants. And will those color up a little bit more for you?
Yes, they will. Yes, they really do turn a vibrant color in the fall.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, right here is an evergreen shrub that in the, I guess, the lower part of Oklahoma that we have a lot of insect problems with. We have a lot of scale insect problems with, but yours seem to be just flourishing. And your Manhattan euonymus here are just in great shape, and I guess you've planted these here years ago?
Yes, probably, I would say 16, 17 years ago when we first moved into the house, we planted those, yes.
And they're performing very well for you.
Yes, they do well. They also get a little white flower that turns yellow that makes a very, very pretty setting.
Okay, and you get lots of insect activity?
Yes, we do. We have a lot of bees, and last year we had just numerous butterflies, and that was really neat to come out and watch that.
Okay. Well, this one is obviously just sheared, but right up here, I really like the way you've limbed them up and sort of given them some legs, or so to speak.
Yes, we decided the back porch was just so dark at the time, and I wanted more light back there in order to grow plants that were on the back porch, and so decided to just trim those up, and I like the look of them.
Okay, I really do too. That bark is really pretty. You see those little striations or stripes on those trunks. Well, we were talking about plants that have to be really tough to grow in tough climatic conditions, and some of those plants are those that have large underground storage organs or big tap roots. Mm-hmm. And right here we've got a group of those.
Yes, these are 4 o'clocks. These have also came back on their own for about 17 years. There's different colors of them. The reds are probably the dominant, and these were a favorite of my dad's, so I like having those come back. And they have a really nice fragrance also of an afternoon.
A lot of people like the old-fashioned flavor, I guess, of the hollyhocks in their garden.
Yes.
And this is a unique setup you got here.
Well, it's you just do what you need to do. What they usually get about 4 or 5 feet high if you don't trim them back, and so I usually try and trim them once, and then they will still get about that tall, and they fall forward if you don't have something there. So we've used the old fishing line or weed eater line, whichever, and you won't be able to see any of that probably by June. It'll all be covered up.
Okay, so it won't take long, and you won't be able to see this, and it'll support them really well. Mm-hmm. Okay, good idea.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you, Deb.
Yes.
Thanks for showing us your garden.
Well, thank you for coming out to Cimarron County.
All right.
Yes.